Hey everyone, and welcome back to Open. Halloween is coming around, that's right. And with that comes the Bronx Halloween Parade, which is back, mi gente. And the Bronx Halloween Parade, just so you know, is the second largest Halloween parade in New York City. And they celebrate their 39th year serving as a safe space for children and adults alike to enjoy the spirit of Halloween. And this year's theme is Zombie Apocalypse, which is sure to be ghoulish this time. All right, joining us to share the spooky details is Bronx Halloween Parade and Bronx Community Board 2 Chairperson Taveras and Community Coordinator Cynthia Baez. Hello and
Hello.
welcome. I
Thank you
know
for
we're
having
not in
us.
costume, so we can't go, whoa. But I was like, oh, zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Why that?
Why that? It's a popular theme this year, so we decided, why not? It's fun. People can get very creative with costumes. You can be a survivor, a zombie, whatever you want. Just be creative and let that flow.
So basically, everybody is being asked to come dressed as some form of a zombie.
That's what we hope for. You don't need to. You
Right.
can come as whatever you want.
Right.
Or Tatiana the pilot, or
Tatiana the hint. Hey, remember that was last year's
That
costume.
was last year.
Come on. If I were to do a zombie costume, because I'm feeling very earthy,
Okay.
oh gosh, I'm giving it away, you guys. Oh, because I love coming to the show dressed, but obviously this is going to air before Halloween. But I like this concept of being able to be whomever it is that you're gonna be, but do it in a zombie form.
in a
Yes.
zombie form. So if you wanted to come as Mickey Mouse and dress him up as a zombie, you can do that. And that was the intention when we came up with the theme. It was just to have that creative mindset. You can come as whatever you want, but just as a zombie.
So, I know you're in your 39th year, but you guys put a lot into this parade. And Cynthia, you're a coordinator within it, right?
Yes.
So I just want to talk to you a little bit about like how far in advance you do this and what this year looks like that's different from last year.
Okay, so being that this year we're actually trying to do 2 years, this year and next year, because next year is the 40th. So we start as soon as we end. So once the parade is over, we're already reaching out, making sure that we're gonna have the same bands next year. We have to do all of the permits for the street closures. So it's a year-round
It's
process.
a year project for sure. It's definitely we're a very short staff, and it's incredible what we pull together every year. We always come across a lot of obstacles, a lot of pushback from a lot of different things that happen
Yes.
that people
Tell me
don't
how you
see.
feel. Yeah.
Right.
No, I get it, right?
But
the logistical aspect
exactly.
of it is
And
very challenging.
It's very, very challenging every year, and I'm always amazed on how we are able to pull it all together, just with like 5 of us in the office. It's incredible.
And so I know this year, last year you had Amaris as one of your hosts in the after party, right? So, and this year he's one of your grand marshals. You got 2 grand marshals. You got Amaris Grullon from the Bronx native, and you also have Luis E. Torres, the Bronx principal,
Yes.
who
Yes.
we all know and refer to enduringly in the
Yeah.
Bronx as the
The
principal.
principal, yep.
And I also understand that Council Member Rafael Salamanca Jr. is one of your co-sponsors this year. And then, so I want us, our viewers, to get a sense of what they are going to be able to experience on this event, at this event, because it's not just a parade, it's an after party, and it's also child friendly. Not to say that the Manhattan Halloween parade isn't, it's just that it could get a little tricky, right?
Yes.
Because of the time, and because people just get outrageous. So
Yeah.
talk to me about those safety issues as well.
So, just to go back in time a little bit, this parade was initially created for members of our community, and I still in conversation sometimes come across individuals, they're like, oh, I didn't know that the Bronx had a Halloween parade. And that's because within the last 5 years, we have grown tremendously, and a lot of it, we owe it back to Father G and Sister Thomas, who are no longer with us. And it's definitely an honor for us to carry their legacy. And we knew the intention behind creating this event, and we wanted to still kind of keep that same flow. So we don't only cater to adults, we cater to children, we cater to pets, we cater to everyone. So everyone's welcome, and it is a safe space for you to feel, you know, like you're part of the Halloween festivities. You don't have to travel outside of your borough. This is available to you in your community, and everything is free. Provide a lot of resources, a lot of different organizations partner up with us, a lot of sponsors. And this year we broke record. We've had the most sponsors that we've ever had, and that's
Yes.
with all the hard work of our district manager, Ralph Acevedo, Cynthia, and a few others behind the scenes as well. So it's really important that we keep the tradition, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I love. I got
Can
stuck
go on
on
and on
pets.
for
No,
everything.
no, no, and we should, because I got stuck on pets again, right? Yeah, I keep visualizing the pets in costume, and we just did a segment
Yeah.
on animals, and so because pets are people's family, and people really, they go all in.
Yes,
you
they
know, when
do.
it comes to the pets. So it's like, oh, pet zombies. I caught a visual of what that would look like.
I'm excited to see what that's going to look like this year.
So, talk to me about the turnout. Like, how many people participate? How they participate? How many people are spectators versus being parade marchers?
Well, when we first started, which was way before my time, there was
Uh-huh.
just 50 people walking from one corner of the block to another.
Uh-huh.
We've obviously outgrown that quite a bit.
Right.
And now each year we're getting them by the thousands. I mean, spectators, I think last year we had more than 16,000 people throughout the route. This year, just with participants alone, we're expecting more than 3,000 participants, just participants, not even including the spectators. So we're hoping to hit 20K this year. That's how big it's become, and we're
Yes.
super, super excited about that.
We have a lot of schools coming this year too. So we do have a lot of schools that opened up in our district, and they will be marching with their students. And Casita Maria, who was just here, also will be marching. So
It's
we
a
have a lot of
all-community.
organizations and schools that will be marching.
Aside from all that, we have marching bands that come from as far as Delaware, Baltimore, stilt walkers, you have floats, you have puppets, you have even boats that come out from Rockin' the Boat, and they also march with us. So it's a beautiful thing to see grow in the Bronx.
It
and-
sounds spooktacular.
Exactly.
It really is.
I just made that, but it does. It sounds not spectacular, spooktacular.
Spooktacular, for
Yes, and so what does the day look like as far as the start time, the end time? Because again, there's the parade and then there's the after party.
Absolutely. So if you want to catch like the rehearsals, the drum battles, the things like that, get there early as 11 a.m. That's when things start to pick up. Kickoff time is 1 p.m. And then the post-parade festival kicks off around 3 p.m. So we'll have live performances, raffles, prizes, sponsored vendors are going to be out there just giving out candy and all kinds of stuff. Again, a lot of resources, and everything is free.
Yeah, so we also understand that some people are not able to afford costumes, so we do have sponsors that are bringing face painters, so they can get there from 11 to before 1, and they'll be able to paint their face.
To be dressed in
Yes.
costume.
Yeah,
That's
just to
lovely.
feel
That's
part
so
of the
important.
festivities.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
So-
this is what we call inclusivity.
Yes,
Absolutely.
because we understand people are not always able to afford it. So at least if they paint their face and like balloons, they'll have like the people making the the balloons, the swords and things. The kids just want to be included.
So, I think we need to let them know where to show up, and
Yes.
also where they can get more information. So, because the parade route is, it's challenging because you got to know the Bronx.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I
And
mean,
we're all
hopefully-
out there on social media. If
Right.
you go to Instagram, Bronx Halloween Parade all together, you'll find us there. You'll find all the information, or BronxHalloweenParade.com. If you want to get to the pre-show, it's in the corner of 163rd and Simpson Street, and the parade kicks off on Westchester Avenue and Southern Boulevard. And then the post-parade festival will be at Bill Rainey Park. So, gave you all the deets right there.
Right. And, if you're not from the Bronx,
The best way to say is take the 2 or the 5 train straight to Simpson Street, and you get off
And just
right
listen to
there,
the
and
sounds
you
of the
will hear
drums.
the drums on that same block.
Yeah. So, is there anything that you're looking forward to in particular that's different this year from last year?
I mean, just the turnout, every year people in the community just come up to me and they always say thank you. And that to me is the most rewarding thing every year, because a lot of people really do look up for this event. And it shows that we are creating such an impact, not only in our community, but in our borough and for the city of New York. So that's what I really look forward to every year, is just to see those faces and see how happy we've made the community. And that to me is more rewarding than anything else. So that's what I look forward to every year.
And it's super intergenerational, right?
Yes.
Like from babies to
Yes.
seniors.
Yes.
So before we go, just because you're here representing Halloween, do you have any safety tips that you'd like to offer to our viewers?
Don't take candy from a stranger.
So for our parade, we're gonna make sure that whoever is going to be distributing candies, they will have either the shirt or a badge with the Halloween parade flyer logo, rather, so that way they know that these people are acceptable.
We also partner up with a lot of city agencies. We partner up with MTA, we partner up with DOT, Con Ed. I mean, we were all jumping in a meeting discussing safety. There's going to be auxiliary. It's super safe, and thankfully we've never had an issue. The 39 years that we've had this event, and it's because of the precautions that we do take, and we do take the safety of our residents, our community, and the borough very seriously. So it's super safe. Obviously, you can't guarantee safety for anyone, but we do take those measures to really eliminate the problem, if there are any problems.
Well, it's important for us to share that because, again, you know, Halloween is one of those
Yes.
holidays that it can get tricky.
Which is also a reason why we don't do it on Halloween.
Right.
We do it a couple days before, just because it's safer that way.
And
Yeah.
we also get a lot of so we do have a new group that's going to be participating with us, and they're off-duty officers, so they'll be there too, which is great. They'll bring their families, and we already have auxiliary and officers as well, so that should be a little better for us.
Right. Well, yeah. And then everybody's dressed like zombies, so you don't know who to, right?
Correct.
All right. So before we wrap this segment, is there anything that we didn't touch upon that you'd like to share?
I mean, just be there. If you've never experienced the event before, come out, give us a try. It's an amazing event. Again,
It's free. There's no pre-registration.
nothing. Everything is free.
You could just show up.
You just show up. You don't even have to be in costume. Just show up and just be ready for a day of fun. And that's all I can say.
And it's a full day because you're
It's a full
starting
day.
from 11 and you're ending at what, like 7 or something? I'm estimating
like
because
5
five,
p.m.,
like
the
five.
5-ish,
the
yeah.
5 because the after party starts at
Like 3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fun.
Very fun. We're excited. We can't wait.
And you
And
can
that's
bring-
rain or shine.
Rain
so,
or shine. Oh, we forgot
Yes.
that part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be.
But there'll be no rain. So.
Right. No, there's not going to be any rain. And if you are, you know, you're going to be an apocalypse zombie with
ponchos.
With ponchos. I like that. I was going to say umbrellas, but you're right. It's
with
like,
ponchos.
no. They wouldn't even be sophisticated like that, right? It would be ponchos.
We're ready. We're ready.
Awesome. Well, thank you for always bringing
Thank
it
you for
here.
having
Congratulations
us.
on
We
another
appreciate
year.
it.
Thank
And
you.
we acknowledge you for the work that you
Thank
do
you
for
so
our
much.
community.
Thank you so much.
All right, and here's to having a spooktacular time. Once again, everybody, Taveras, Bronx Halloween Parade and Bronx Community Board 2 Chairperson and Community Coordinator Cynthia Baez. Once again, the Bronx Halloween Parade is set to take place Saturday, October 26th at 12 p.m. Again, if you want to get there for the preparation prior to the parade takeoff, arrive at 11 a.m., and that is rain or shine. For the parade route is starting at Southern Boulevard and Westchester Avenue and concluding at Dawson Street. And again, there's an after party, so if you're interested in more information, you can check them out on Instagram at Bronx Halloween Parade. All right, stay tuned. Our Open Artist Spotlight is coming up next.